Hey gang, welcome back to the GatHouse Fitness channel. Today I'm going to be doing, I don't know what it's called, like improve your splits in whatever minutes type thing. So I saw this on, I want to say their name is Cheernastics 2 or something like that. I'll put the information below. And they used, what is her name? Erica something. I'll also tag it from Pinterest. They used her little split hack. So I'm going to try this and see if it improves my front split. Right now I probably have 5 to 6 inches of space between me and the floor. Say like fall of last year I probably had like a foot between me and the floor. So it's getting better, but apparently holding these stretches for minutes at a time, well, 1 to 2 minutes, will improve your split by the time you make it to step 8. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do one of them. I'm going to try to do one of them weighted because I think it will help stretch the hamstrings more. If it doesn't, then I'll just drop the weight and do it as she has here. So anyways, I'll put this up on the screen and we're just gonna let it roll. We're gonna see how this works. So first I'll show you where my split is now, or the lack thereof. Move you back a little bit. Okay. So, right side. So it's like a less than a hand length of difference. And this one is usually worse. Yeah, this one is more than a hand distance. So we'll say 5 inches on one side, 8 inches on the left side to start. And we're gonna start our little sequence. So let's see. Alright guys, so you're gonna start with a 2-minute calf stretch. So you're gonna put your toes and the ball of your foot up on a block or a couple of books and bend over. And you want to lift your hips towards the ground and try to straighten your knees out as much as possible. And next you're going to do the bound forward fold. This is the one where I was going to use weight, but I decided against it, and I'm actually catching a cramp here in my abs. But you are just going to grab around your calf muscles and try to bring your head to your knees, your chest to your thighs. Next, you're going to do pyramid pose, but keep your back heel up. So try to come up on the ball of your foot and bring your your head towards your knee, keeping your front leg straight as well as your back leg straight, or as straight as possible. And if you can't reach the floor on this, then you can try to balance on your, put your hands on your quads if you can't bend all the way forward. So whatever your level is of stretch, do that so you can feel it in those hamstrings. So next you're going to do your pyramid stretch again, but this time your front heel is going to be up, and again you're going to be bending forward, trying to bring your head as close to your knee as possible. And on this one I went to the inside of my legs because it felt more of a stretch than it did when I was straddling one hand on either side of my foot. So I just brought both of my hands to the inside of my legs. So do what feels best for you. Alright, so next you're going to do your low lunge and roll to the front of your back knee so you're not just sitting on top of your kneecap. And I grabbed a couple of blocks here so that I could get more of a stretch. Just putting my hands on top of my quads wasn't enough, so I bent over a little bit and put my pressure onto those blocks so that I could stretch my quad and my hamstrings.
Hamstrings and calves and quads and hip flexors and stuff feel from doing this, that I'm going to add to this frog pose, half pigeon, and lizard. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do lizard now because it's kind of like easy to get into from low lunge. So if someone was following along, they wouldn't have to do too much setup to just go to it. So I'll just add those in and put them on the screen. Just wanted to note that I'm adding that. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so here we're going to do low lizard, so it's pretty much an extension of the lunge. So you're going to do the same pose except roll to the outside of your foot, so your bottom of your foot will be facing up a little bit, and you're going to try to bring yourself as close to the ground as possible. So come down onto your elbows if you can. Some people can bring their chest all the way to the ground. I'm not that flexible. So just get to wherever is the best place for you to get the most stretch. You might have to rest your hands on your quads if that's where you're at this time. Alright, now we're going to do a quad stretch. So you'll go back into that low lunge position, except this time you're going to grab that back foot. If you can't grab your back foot just by reaching back, you can grab a strap and wrap around it to bring it closer to you, or maybe a towel to bring it closer to you. And if you can't do either of those, you can back yourself up into a wall and put that back leg up against the wall so that you push your foot forward closer to your butt. Alright, here we're going to do frog stretch. So you want from your knee joint to your ankle joint to the tip of your foot to be an L shape. So make sure you have your feet flexed the correct way, which would be towards your head, and try to push your hips as far as possible to the ground. Some people can get their hips all the way flat to the ground. I cannot at this time, but it will still open up your hips. And next we're going to do half pigeon. So you are going to bring your front leg down so that you can lay over it, and then stretch the back leg out flat. And that back leg, you should be on the top of your foot. So make sure that you're pretty much pushing off of your big toe. So it's like the front leg is kind of in an Indian style without the other leg coming across it. And you're just going to lean as far forward as you can. You might have to be on your hands, you might be on your elbows, or you might can lay flat as you see here. Next we're going to do Heron Pose. You're basically going to straighten out the leg that you're bringing forward and pull it towards your face. You don't need to get your knee to your face or anything like that. Just bring it off the ground enough that you can feel the stretch. Now you're going to do half splits. So you are going to straighten out the leg that is in front and just lean over it. So bring your forehead as close to your knee as possible. In the back leg, you are balancing on the front of that knee. So again, not on top of your kneecap.
I'm supposed to retest my split, so we'll see if it got any better.
Oh shit. It's like a few inches. So it definitely got better. Better as well. It's probably where my right side started. So it's probably like 5 inches now. Okay, so clearly it does work. I think the majority of the reason why is because you hold the stretches for longer than most people, which they do 10 to 30. You need 30 seconds for your muscles to even know they're being stretched. So 1 minute plus definitely lets your muscles start to elongate. So if this is something you did over time, you definitely would get your splits and keep your splits. So definitely something I'm going to start doing. And also for the parts where you're on your knees or pressing on your knees, make sure you roll onto I'm more on my quad than I am my kneecap because that hurts. And also make sure that you're on something soft. So if you need to roll your mat over or add like a foam cushion or something like that. And also when you come out of your poses in each stretch, make sure you come out slowly, because it's just like if you were stretching a rubber band, you don't want to just let it go. You want to bring it back slowly. That's how you tear shit up. So come out slowly. If you're gonna fall out, try to fall out slowly as well. Be as graceful as possible, otherwise you might tear something. And of course, if you're not supposed to be doing this type of stretching, don't do it. Yeah, I'm impressed. I liked it. So anyways, thumbs up the video, share it, leave comments. I'll be doing more yoga and fitness videos. People seem to like the yoga stuff. So yeah, 'tis all. Peace out. Thanks for watching.